Hey friends, before getting out of bed this morning, I read something that broke my heart. I read that the number one cause of death for those 40 and under this last year wasn't COVID, nor was it cancer or heart disease. The number one cause of death was suicide. And with hitting the 1 year mark of living in a COVID world, I figured we needed to talk about it. This is Meditations from the Middle. One thing I've learned in this life is that our secrets keep us sick. They keep us isolated from others. And when we're forced to physically isolate, as we have been this last year, secrets become so much heavier because we feel that much more alone. So let me start with my secret. I have an anxiety disorder. I was diagnosed with it about 13 years ago, and though I've learned a lot about how to manage and live with it, there are times when it still gets the best of me. Times when all I want to do is stay home and hide away from the world. Times like today, if I'm honest. Now, other than the craziness that we're all enduring, there's nothing awful happening in my life right now. I mean, things are actually good. My family is doing good and they're healthy. I have a meaningful work. I have amazing friends, an incredible community, and I have faith. I mean, I'm a pastor, for pity's sakes. Now, some people think that if I trusted in God more, I wouldn't have anxiety. I wish that were true. I trust and believe in God as much as I know how, but I still have bad days. I'm human. And it's scary to let other people in on my little secret sometimes. I worry that people may think less of me. But I know that in my life, had I not started telling others about my secret 13 years ago, I may have been another statistic. Listen, whether you believe in God or not, whether you're a Christian, an atheist, a Muslim, or a rabbi, you were not meant to go through this world alone. You were made by community, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And you were made for community. We all need each other. Over this last year, we have all been through something we never could have imagined happening. Some of us have lost jobs, we've lost loved ones, we've lost trips we planned on, dreams we had, we've lost a lot. But one thing I am convinced that we never lost was God's presence. Even though at times we couldn't feel Him or see Him, He was always with us. Even in the valley of the shadows, He never left. But we need each other to remind ourselves of that truth and sometimes to represent His presence in our lives. You may have a friend that needs a text from you tonight. Take a moment and send them one. You may have a sibling who just needs a hug. Give them an extra long one. We need each other so much right now. Today I was feeling the weight of my anxiety, so I reached out to a friend for prayer. It wasn't anything fancy, just a text to someone I know gets it. They replied back, and I know they prayed. And for me, there was just something about telling another soul about the struggle that lifted my spirits, even if just a little. Our secrets keep us sick, so don't suffer alone. There are hotlines to call. There are churches who want to be there for you. There are friends who, despite what you tell yourself, actually want to help you through these times. So stop pretending everything is okay when it's not. Share your secrets, seek community, reach out for help, and maybe one day you might find yourself making a devotional video to people who are now like you were then. And maybe through your message and your honesty, another person watching would find the courage to share their secret, ultimately giving them the strength to make it through another day. Feel free to DM us your secrets or your struggles, and we'll reach out, and we'll pray for you, and we'll ask God to remind you that you are His child, whom He loves, and with whom He is well pleased. Take care of yourselves, please, and remember, despite how you may feel, you are never alone. Thanks for listening.